on camera. Before I left, I was requested to talk about guns. I don't know exactly what everyone's background is with guns. However, I can tell you that if you know nothing about guns, and I'm going to give you enough knowledge to keep you from killing yourself or your family or your neighbors, it would take 5 or 6 months of doing this because the you are not prepared to shoot and kill somebody, don't get a gun. Kill somebody, don't get a gun. If you are in the very quiet and out of the way, because you could get very quiet and out of the way, because you could get assaulted by 50 or 100 people at a time. Problem is, here in the US, nobody's ever really been hungry. Nobody has any idea what it's like to go 3 or 4 weeks after the supermarkets have run out of food. At that point, you can be enticed to do almost anything. So exactly what do you need? Well, we'll go on the theory that you're getting a gun to defend yourself, your home, your family, and your property. I have no real problem with anybody defending their home and their property and their lives. I do have a problem with people who, somebody walks down the street in front of the house and you yell at them, get the hell out of here. And when they stop and look at you.
Say hi. There's people joining right now. We have Katsy Forty. Hopefully I pronounced that right. She said hi. Leo Chadburn says hi. Muku 6738 Nar says hello. Leo Chad Bum says, I feel, what does he say? I feel bad, got this guy. I don't know what he means by that. Leo says, yo. We have Maria Bonanno says hi. Maria Bonanno says hi. So welcome, guys. Maria Bonanno says hi. Her name is Sky. Hi, Sky. Not Maria Bonanno. Okay.
Sound like most of the people tuning in are female.
It sounds like it. There's a couple guys on here. We have Swan Clarkson, hi, from Germany. Is this your first video? No, we've done a few series on different things. So we're just getting started back up again, though. This is our second week in. We have somebody here from Malta. We have someone here from Oman. It's far. All right. Well, today Harvey is talking about guns, gun rights. And so we're going to go ahead and give him the floor and let him teach us on some of his expert survivalism and skills that he has learned as an expert survivalist. So go ahead, Harvey. The floor is yours.
All right, so you have to figure out what you're going to use the gun for, and you also have to figure out how to use the gun without being dangerous. You'd be surprised at how many absolute idiots that I know who've shot themselves with a Glock, one in the hand. One guy shot himself in the leg getting in the car, and another guy took the Glock over to a friend's house after he picked it up from me and was showing it to him, and the gun went off, and it went through 3 walls into the basement and hit the TV. That is something you do not want to happen.
So we have a guy here. Maria says, oh my God, I love y'all's videos. Maria, and then Sheesh says, Maria loves y'all videos. And then Mark Priest says, hello, Mark. Mark here, a nuclear engineer, and I operate reactors. Maria says, I am not Maria, by the way. It's okay. Y'all videos are good. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Sky, aka Maria Bananos. And then we have a Mark here. So you guys, welcome. We're going to listen to what Harvey has to say, and I'll try and respond as you guys come in, and there's a little bit of leeway for me to respond. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Leo as a kid.
Pardon?
Leo Chadbum.
The biggest problem when it comes to handguns is everybody wants to look in a magazine or look in a movie and, oh, you know, he's got this cool gun and he's, idiocy. The last thing in the world, if you are not familiar, and when I say familiar with guns, if you haven't fired 25 or 30,000 rounds of ammunition minimum, the last thing in the world you want is a hammerless handgun. They're too dangerous. They're too unpredictable. This is an hour 25 automatic made in Austria in 1920. The company only made this gun and went out of business on January of 1925. I'm still trying to figure out how, when under the terms of the Versailles Treaty, they were forbidden to build guns, but this company made about 500,000 of these, and they began to show up in World War II and Korea. Many machine gunners and snipers were carrying them in concealed places, under your arm, behind your neck, under your helmet, that kind of thing. You don't want a hammerless handgun. It's the dumbest thing you can do. And if you get one and you shoot yourself, you got nobody to blame but yourself. This, and I should add this, you don't want to go out and start buying new guns. You want to go out and buy older guns. This is a 1968 380.
Maybe one of these days we'll be able to go to a gun range and shoot some guns so that you can see it in action. But for right now, we're just going over the topic, and Harvey is sharing his professional experience. He is a professional gunsmith.
This is a copy of a 1911 Colt 45 government model. It's only 2/3 the size of the 1911. It shoots a 380, not a 45. It is a hammer handgun. And this is what I carry with me all the time. You should be aware of the fact that I haven't left the house and not had a handgun with me since I was 12 years old. The three longest periods of time, I'm 74, and the three longest periods of time in my life that I hadn't been in contact or had a gun with me was when I was in the hospital, when I cut my leg off and they reattached it, and I was in there for 16 days. The next time was when they did spinal cord surgery on my neck, and I was in the hospital for 15 days. The third time was when I was in the Army. And this is something that is very important. Do not do this idiocy. Oh, well, he was in the Army. He knows all about guns. No, he doesn't. He was in the Marine Corps. He knows all about guns. Absolutely not. He's a police officer. He knows about guns. No, he doesn't. All of these people that you think know about guns, really above and beyond their issued weapon, know nothing. You show this to a police officer, and he wouldn't have the slightest idea what he's looking at. I've seen police officers shoot or accidentally discharge a firearm that they've taken away from somebody. They're the last people in the world you want to look at to be an expert on a gun. I'm showing you handguns because most people are going to run out and want a handgun. This is a VZ-52, and it shoots the 30 Tokarev cartridge. And the Czechs designed this gun by taking good parts of the 45, the Browning, and other such handguns that worked very well, and kind of engineered it all together to be a good firearm on the battlefield for combat. This is not a hunting gun. None of these are hunting guns, and none of these are target guns. Now,
What if that was all you had, though?
well, then you deal with it. You reinvent the wheel as a survivalist every day. And when I say that, I mean it. You're going to have to reinvent the wheel every day. Before I go any farther here, let me give you see this? That's a Colt 44. Oh, it's a Colt. Well, Colt only made 3 guns that were worth anything, and this wasn't one of them. They made...
You guys like, share, comment. Be sure to share this live out.
Huh?
I was just telling them to be sure to share the live out.
This is a Colt cap and ball revolver. If you don't know what a cap and ball revolver is, you put powder in each cylinder. You then use your ramrod to push the ball into the cylinder. And then you have to put a cap on the nipple in the back so it'll fire. And that, it's good up to 30 feet. You should be able to hit a silhouette of a human being at 30 feet at least once out of 6 rounds.
Deer Slayer says he had a 1911 from the 60s that he shot one day and the barrel broke open as it was firing. And Sky says, I don't think that he can shoot him in the house. Sky says hi. Deer Slayer said it was the one that my grandfather got in service, 8-round mag, 4 SACP.
7-round mag.
And Sky's saying hi to the different people coming in the comments. Thank you, Sky. And she asked me to read her comments. So, okay, I think we're all caught up. Okay, go ahead.
Well, as far as shooting a 45 and the barrel splitting open on you, you either had an obstruction in the barrel or you had a gross overload in the cartridge. And if it was a commercial cartridge, I suspect you had a object stuck in the barrel. You'd be surprised at how many people, get mud or something in the barrel and they don't check the barrels and they fire the gun and it blows up on them.
I need to learn how to clean my gun.
Pardon?
I need to learn how to clean my gun because it's starting to stick when I shoot it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to clean it or take it apart or anything.
What is it?
You would ask me. It's 9mm. Sky.
9mm Sky?
Yeah.
Sky.
It's a really off brand. I got it at a pawn shop before I came down because I thought, well, if I'm going all the way down 1,900 miles away from home, I need to get me a gun. So I went to a pawn shop and got that handgun to carry. And I've shot it. I'm feeling more comfortable with it now, but I need lots of practice.
Problem is with most women is that they buy a handgun.
On Tuesdays at noon.
They buy a handgun and a box of ammunition. They go out and fire it once or twice. They take it, load it, put it on a shelf in a closet or in a drawer, and they never look at it again. If you're not putting 50 rounds a month through that gun, you may as well throw it at your attacker instead of shooting it. Statistically, 70% of the women in this country who pull a gun out when somebody is coming at them in the house, they shoot them once and then they drop the gun and they get raped and killed. You have to learn how to handle situations. And if you shoot somebody with a handgun, it does not necessarily mean you're going to kill them. In fact, 75% of the time, you're not going to kill them. You're simply going to wound them, and they're still there and able to come after you. All right.
Good night, Sky. Sleep well.
Huh?
Sky's going to bed. Sky's going to bed, so I told her, sleep well.
This is the VZ52 pistol, and this is a good representative of a European gun, because you see this. Oops. Come on. Huh. All right, well. There you go. You're cocked. And This is not. It should double action, but it's not double actioning.
Deer Slayer says, when I was shooting my 45, I let my cousin shoot it before me, so he may have got something in the barrel when I was shooting my 7mm 8.
7mm 8.
Yeah.
What's a 7mm 8?
Is that an 8 round?
7mm 8. I've never heard of such a thing. 8mm I've heard of. There are a few 7mm handguns that were military.
Oh, it's a deer rifle, he says.
A deer rifle.
He said 8. It's a deer rifle.
A Mauser, 8mm.
Maybe. He
Yeah,
just
see,
said it's a deer rifle.
Yeah, that's the problem. People go out and buy a gun and they know nothing about it. They have no idea what they're doing. Here, okay.
But that's why they're here to learn.
Huh?
That's why they're here to learn. It's a model, a Remington model.
A Remington 8mm. Yeah, it shoots the 8x57 German cartridge. Okay, hang on just a second. I got to go get a gun. I got to make this point.
Okay. So until he comes back, thank you guys for joining us today. Appreciate you guys sharing this out, getting his live out. He is an expert survivalist and has worked many, many years, all his life, teaching survivalism, prepping, and just educating people on what they need to do when shit hits the fan. When the shift happens, there are certain things that you should already have in place so that you can survive. And there's certain things that you should do so you know how to survive. So that's what Harvey teaches. And we're starting our series back up. Last week was our first week. This week is our second week. We're going to be going live on Tuesdays at 12. At times that may have to change due to scheduling issues, but we'll keep you informed each week. So we appreciate you guys joining us. Be sure to tap that screen, like, share, and put the comments in there. So this pushes this out on people's FYP so they can learn expert survival skills. Thank you guys.
Okay, now let's do this. All right, I was making a point before. For some reason, my DZ isn't doing what I want it to do. This is a Makarov. This is Russian designed and built. And Makarov was a weapon that the East German police and military carried. It shoots a cartridge, a 9mm, instead of it shooting the what is called in this country the 9 Luger. It really is the 9x19. This shoots the 9x18. It's 1mm shorter in the length of the case. Now, watch this. I don't have to cock it to shoot it. I don't have to do this to shoot it. I can put a round in the chamber and put a loaded clip in, and if I need it in a hurry, pull it and fire it. This is one hell of a gun. And I have to tell you that the 9x18 is not any less powerful than a 9x19. Let's see here.
After Deer Slayer said it's a Remington model, and you had answered him, he said, no, it's an odd deer cartridge.
It's a what?
Odd deer cartridge.
An odd deer cartridge.
What he has.
I don't know what's odd about the 8mm. There's literally 100,000 of them out there being used for deer hunting all the time. Where does this guy live?
Where are you at, Deer Slayer, if you're still here with us? Looks like we have 2 people in here with us live. It won't show. It doesn't show me who it is, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Virginia, USA.
He's from Virginia?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well. All right, now. This is a gun that I picked up a couple of years ago. This is a Czech, or no, I'm going to Czechoslovakian. It's a damn, now I can't think of the name of the country.
Slovakian?
No.
Russian?
Yeah, it was under the. Now, this one. The double action semi-automatic 9mm. This is a copy that's been modified of the Browning High Power, which, as far as I'm concerned, is probably in the realm of the best semi-automatic handgun ever built. It's the only gun in World War II that fought itself. It was used by the British, it was used by the Canadians, it was used by the Germans. When the Germans captured the Belgian factory, the FN factory, that made the Browning High Power, they began to put guns together out of parts. The first put together was around 15,000. The second was around 25,000. And then from that point on, they kept making the guns. And as they ran out of the parts in the parts bin, they put the factory to work either rebuilding those, or either building the parts or eliminating certain features on this gun, such as, there you go. You take the magazine out and the gun won't fire. It's a magazine safety. A stupid idea, but that's the way John Browning designed it. I like the Browning High Power in the military model. Over there. This is one of the German put-togethers. It has a tangent sight, which the Germans kept until they ran out of them. And this doesn't have a magazine safety. They got rid of it. There's about 5 things that they got rid of on the original Browning high power gun that the Germans felt were useless or hindered the shooter's ability to fight back. This gun is a deluxe model frame, a very rare 500 meter tangent sight, and a rare deluxe slide, meant for different countries. The parts that this gun is made out of is 4 different countries who all had their own little
I can go that way, yeah. But you want me to wait?
ideas about eliminating things. All right. The Browning High Power was designed and built, was designed by John Browning and a French designer. And when Browning died, the French designer took over and finished the whole idea. Now this is a European military rework of the Browning High Power. There are certain things that I don't like. I don't like this. I do not, under any circumstances, that's to put your hand on and hold the gun. That's the wrong thing to do. You grab the base of the gun and aim and fire. That's the way to do it. Now,
I just think the child salad.
come on. I didn't put that mag back in. Okay.
The raspberry vinegar, I think the raspberry vinegar.
Oh, the other thing, I may as well show you this.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on. I hurt my thumb and my neck and shoulder, and I've been having a problem with it ever since. There you go. Now, push this. It's a decock, and it uncocks the gun, so you don't automatically mistake dropping the slide and the gun going off. Most modern police departments, they have a 5-gallon bucket of sand, which the officers load the gun and it goes into, they point it into the bucket of sand in case it goes off when they drop the slide. I can't see that. I gotta turn a light on. There we go. Come on. Has anybody got any questions up to now?
So far, there's none on here.
Huh?
I said, so far, there's none on here. We are going to
Questions?
have to redo our video of packing ammunition because for some reason, I cannot get that video to load to save my life because it's over an hour. So it just doesn't want to do it. So I thought maybe we could redo that segment and we'll do it on a live. And that way it's already on here. We seem to get the best results when we are live and not just recording and then uploading.
Do we have people watching right now?
Yeah, there's 2 people on here right now. I can't see who. There's 7 thumbs up, which is 7 likes. We've got lots of comments. And then after the end, we'll be able to look at the analytics. And it'll show women or men or where they came from, where they're watching from, different things like that. So it's pretty interesting to see the analytics on the video.
Okay. Maybe we ought to move on to rifles.
We can do rifles. We're at 36 minutes, which I think should be okay. Unless you want to do rifles next week.
Kind of sitting here. Do you want me to do the rifles or not?
Yeah, we can do rifles.
All right.
Can you get through there?
I gotta get over here. I guess. This. All right, this is a VZ52 Czech rifle. It fires a 7.62 by 49. By 45 cartridge. It is the same length as the M16 cartridge, but instead of it being in a 23 caliber, it's in a 30 caliber. They are fantastic guns. The problem is they don't make ammunition for them anymore. So if you get something like this, you can get it fairly cheap, but you're going to have to make your own ammunition. Going to have to make cases out of other cases. Oh. This is the rifle that you really want. There's nothing that matches it on the battlefield. It is still being used today. This is the number 4 Lee Enfield rifle in 303. It is capable of hitting a man at 1,300 yards. It is capable of putting out 54 rounds in a minute. That's as fast as you can fire an M1 and be accurate. And in fact, most people can't fire an M1 that rapidly and hit anything. This is the type of gun that you want to be looking for, because you can do anything you want with it. You can hunt with it. You can defend yourself with it without a problem. Let's see here. Okay, this is what all the jokers have got today. The AR-15. Oh, and we're going to be Arnie Schwarzenegger, and we're going to go out and, we're going to murder half a continent. It's a piece of junk. I can put it out of action in a matter of seconds. All you have to do is grab the barrel and swing it and hit a tree trunk with it or anything like that. Then the receiver, which is only a stamped, thin-walled stamped steel, and it doesn't work. It's called an assault rifle. Now, this whole bunch of crap about assault rifles all started with the MP-44, which is the machine pistol, model 1944, that the Germans designed. They decreased the size of the cartridge. They decreased the size of the firearm itself, so it was light. And you were supposed to use it to blindly run at the enemy firing it. Did it work? Well, when you outnumber your enemy by 7 or 8 to 1, yeah, it works. If you're up against a well dug in unit of riflemen who know what they're doing and aren't going to panic, you got a problem. You're going to have high casualties. I do not recommend the AR-15 because the ammunition is going to wind up disappearing very quickly. You're not going to have anyone with can order you a case of 1,000 rounds after the shit hits the fan. I've had a lot of people who were in the military who come to me. They want me to teach them, or they want me to take them to the rifle range, and I hand them my AR-15, and they look at me and they go, well, I can't shoot that. Why? It's what you were using in the military. Yeah, but it doesn't have a scope. The worst thing in the world that you can do is have a scope on your rifle and be going up against other men. You can't get them in focus fast enough at short range. What you're going to wind up doing when you get into combat shooting is you're going to learn to sight over the top of your sights. Point the gun at the target and pull. Not very many people really know how to operate the rifle. They all get these, well, this is a laser sight. And, it looks good, it acts good, but by the time you get the laser sight on target, somebody who's been taught to combat shoot will have 2 bullets in you before you can blink an eye. Because I'm going to pick it up and do this. And the gun is going to be the sights are going to be in a straight line, and the front sight is going to give me the location of the muzzle on target. You have to learn how to combat shoot. If you don't know how to combat shoot, you're really not going to have a lot of success with rifles and handguns that are accurate. Doesn't matter how accurate they are. It depends on how accurate you are when you fire it. If you can't hit your target on the first shot, you're not ready to use it. The average distance that you should be able to put the first round on target is 30 feet. 30 feet is the distance that you're going to operate with, basically because that's when you come right down to it. Most shootings take place between 8 and 16 feet in there somewhere, or 10 yards. In a lot of cases, 10 yards is 30 feet. If you're going to try to do John Wayne and you're going to shoot somebody out of the saddle at 100 yards when they're shooting at you with a rifle, you're dreaming. It ain't going to happen. You probably couldn't even hit the horse. One of the things that you also have to learn to do is reload. You have to be able to reload your ammo simply because you're not going to get ammo if you run out and the shit has hit the fan. All of that's going to be gone unless you take the ammunition off of dead people that you've shot. It just isn't going to. It just isn't going to happen. What are you going to use in the long run for money? A grocery store that hasn't had anything on the shelves for a month, and you go in to get $200 or $500 worth of groceries, if they have anything that you can use, how are you going to pay for it? Well, to be honest with you, you're going to pay for it this is what you're going to pay for, what you're going to use for money. Ammunition. It didn't take more than 24 hours for money to disappear in Afghanistan when the Russians invaded in 1979, and everybody was using ammunition for money. Even ammunition that was fired and didn't go off. And why was it valuable? Because you could pull it apart, use the powder, use the projectile, and you could reprime it and just reload it. Ammunition is going to be worth, well, in Afghanistan, the Afghanis were trading .303 ammunition for about $1 a round to replace the money that they were using.
Sam asked a question, will you declare war? No, he's just going to be ready for it. And the other question is, I desperately needed that weapon. And so he just commented when you were talking about the AR-15.
The AR-15. What are you going to do with it?
I don't know. He was just saying he needed it, probably for protection.
Well, you're going to be dead real quick. Don't have a lot of ammunition on hand, because I don't want them killing you and using the ammunition that they get from you to come after me. Simple as that.
Yeah. And so next week, are we going to talk about making ammunition? Or what topic do you want to go over next week?
Well, we can do reloading.
Okay. Okay.
This is here. That's a 7.62 projectile and a 7.62 projectile for the ammunition that my FN fires. And
All right, I need a chair.
that's a 223. And that's a big 223. These will ricochet very easily. In the desert, the Army discovered that the heat coming up off the sand would literally raise the bullet 3 feet.
Wow.
This is an armor-piercing version of the 7.62 cartridge.
So that goes through like bulletproof vests, or what is that?
Oh, a bulletproof vest won't even, full metal jacket ball round won't, bulletproof vest won't stop it. There's a lot of stuff out there that, I have a bulletproof vest. Well, it isn't going to do you much good if you come up against somebody with a rifle who knows how to shoot. If you gotta have a semi-automatic rifle,
Shoot.
all right.
Oh, don't know yourself.
That's what you want right there. It's called an FN, FNFAL, and except for the Enfield rifle, I couldn't find a rifle that would equal the Enfield, and this does not equal the Enfield. This comes close. This comes close to being a rifle that will put rounds on target without all the problems. And this rifle will put rounds on target out to 800 meters. Those armor-piercing rounds will punch through quarter-inch plate steel at 100 yards. It's a semi-automatic, deadly accurate, and it is a very tough weapon. It'll take a lot of punishment, and people get the idea that the M16 is a really, really good military weapon and will not be outperformed by anything. I hate to tell you this. This outperforms the M16 hands down. It's tougher, more accurate, and in the long run will take a hell of a lot more punishment. Sand, dirt, mud, gravel than an M16 will. All right, now, somebody got any questions?
Looks like we just have one viewer left.
Oh,
I'm sure there'll be people that come and watch the replay, so we'll get back to them on that. And the next Tuesday, we're going to go over reloading ammunition. So you guys be sure to come join us next Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to go over reloading ammunition for these different types of guns. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for liking, sharing, and participating. As always, be safe out there. And you guys have a wonderful week. Harvey, is there anything else you would like? Is there anything else you want to add?
no, nothing that I can think of at the moment.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next Tuesday at noon. Have a great week. Be blessed. Deer Slayer says, thank you, sir, for sharing. So Deer Slayer was here from the beginning of the video. Thank you, Deer Slayer. We really do appreciate you. We really do appreciate you. So next week, we're going to be talking about reloading. And we'll see you here at 12 Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a great week. If you need to be in contact, you can contact me on here, my other social medias, at Epiphany Zone or Tracy Thesson. Thank you for your time. And if you have any other questions, just put them down in the comments. And then when we come back on to look at our analytics, we'll be sure to answer those. We appreciate your time today, and y'all be blessed.
Crackers.